What is going on, guys? I am out at Hornings Hideout, the Highland course, their short course here, one of my favorite pitch and putts in the entire state. I've already played 36 holes out here today. It's like 1,000,000 degrees and I'm drenched, but I want to get one more round in. I'm going to try and play all 18, tilt only. I'll probably use my regular putters, but off the tee I'm going to throw the tilt. All up shots will be tilt if I need it. I think this is going to be comical and I just hope I don't lose it, so let's see how it works. I really have no idea what to do on this first hole because anything that skips hard left is going on the road, so I'm just gonna give this tons of space. I gave it too much space. I would probably normally just putt from here, but for the sake of the tilt round, I'll throw a tilt here too. Let's see. Skip. That'll do. Right in the circle. Ooh, ill-advised tilt putt. These baskets don't catch well to begin with. They're definitely not going to catch well with a really sharp disc like this. Well, hole 2 here back uphill is probably a pretty good candidate for a grenade or something, but I don't have that in my arsenal, so I'm just going to give it some space again. Don't go down the hill. I went down the hill. Poop. Here's one of the real comedies of the tilt, is that when it hits, it always has a ton of ground play. So I hit on this hill and it just skipped right back down. That's fine. It's under the basket for a tap in par. Hole 3 here is up and over the hill. Whew, tired. I'm gonna try and see if I can skip this one up over there. Little bit uphill, but shouldn't be trouble distance wise, even with a tilt, just because it's only 165 or so. And I'm still short. Oh man. Well, the crazy amount of tilt ground play is still giving me trouble because that landed like right by the basket and skipped all the way down here into jail. And I don't have much here. I'm just gonna try and skip out. This is normally an easy birdie for me. And today, for the tilt, it's a par. Hole 4 is down here in the trees. This is a shot that's a little better made for the tilt. I think I'm gonna try and keep it lower and just skip it up in there. I don't know yet though. A lot of mic noise today is just gonna be my big fat breathing after hiking all day. Oh no, oh no. Tilt problems, miss by a little bit and you're deep in the woods. Well, the tilt realistically is a scramble disc, so it seems only fitting that I'm gonna use it to scramble here. I think with how it fades, I'm gonna have to give this like a crazy chop angle. Oh, that wasn't too bad. These definitely aren't as overstable as the baseline ones were. And they're not even all that crazy overstable, to be honest. You saw in my review video that they're still pretty wacky, but I'm not finding these like too uncontrollable. If you miss, you know, off to the sides, it's gonna skip away. But definitely some use for these so far. Hole 5 here over the pond. I really don't want to lose this disc because it's a tilt. So I'm gonna throw a forehand chop kind of straight at this tree over there and let it fade out that way. It's fine, over the pond. A little early here, but again, just wanted to get over the pond. Big drop off behind this one, so I'm just hoping I can keep it close. Like butter, tap in par. All right, hole 6, can't really see the basket, but it's in this grove of big trees here. There is water left, which makes me nervous throwing a tilt, obviously. So I think I'm actually gonna go back to this big forehand chop and see if I can get it to cut back to the right. That'll be fine. With the ground play of the tilt, I bet you it rolled down the hill too. Let's see. Just like I guess, skip down here. Decent putt look. Let's see if I can get one in. Another tap in par. Hole 7's all the way up the hill here. Definitely a little worried about losing the disc on this one, so I'm gonna go with a thumber. It's fine, soften the stuff. Well, this is not where I want to be, but again, today I'm oddly more worried about losing my tilt than I am about placement, so back in the scramble mode. See if I can get this to sit. The ground play makes me nervous here. Way too hard, but it tucked right up under the log. Nice, another par. On to hole 8. Aced this one earlier this morning. It's a little bit tighter line with a tilt. I'm gonna have to give it a little bit of angle and have it fight back. I aced it with a tactic, so a lot less stable. Oh no. Still fine because I'm by the basket, but it wasn't even close to going in. Well, not quite as good as my ace earlier. But that one's a birdie anyway. Well, it's another one that if I had a thumber, I would probably do, but I'm gonna have to go the low forehand chop and hope I don't skip down the hill. Definitely a different look to this hole now that they've clear cut back there. I don't know when that happened, but recently. All right, see if I can keep this tight. Oh, I think it was like 100 miles long though. Ah, well. Well, seeing it now, I actually might have been going in. I always thought this tree was equal to the basket, but it's well in front of it. I think that was a pretty good shot. I'm at 30 feet here. Yep. Nope. Poo. I got mosquito razzed. 10 is the toughest one on the course to film for sure. Completely different look now with this clear cut. This whole left side used to be trees and now it's wide open for a forehand or a lefty look. So basket is kind of behind this set of trees here. I'm gonna try and flick the tilt out there and see what happens. This is a lot of disc for this hole, even with how quickly it gets to the ground. I was long earlier with an A2, so. That's really good, I think. I think I'm just below the basket. Well, and those not familiar with this course can get a good look at how steep this green is, but as predicted, tilt stuck, so easy bird there. Again, with this clear cut happening now, this is such a wide open gap. It's really not very hard of a forehand to flick in there now, as before it was really tight. 11 is one with the tilt that's making me nervous. There's a cliff right behind the basket here. There is a downed log that's across that you kind of try and slide up into, but I'm afraid of skipping over it or skipping around it, so I'm gonna throw this low and hope it doesn't flare skip too hard. Oh, that's so good. It skipped all the way there, up to the log under the basket. That's gonna be a tap in. Easy peasy. Well, 12, due to the elevation, is a tough one to film. It's down a hill like this and to the right. It's not very far. So I'm gonna kind of get low and do a little bit of Annie forehand and hopefully it'll skip up in. This one's got a real ace chance, actually. I gotta throw it well for that to work, but yeah, it's got a chance. Oh, it hit the metal. Oh, it hit the ground, skipped, and hit the pole. Well, that was super sick. Came down the hill, just inside this tree, hit the ground, kind of flare skipped right into the pole. That's 3 straight holes without pulling out a putter. All tap-ins with the tilt. Well, 13's a tougher one, down and behind this tree over here. There's a bit of a forehand line that'll skip down. Backhand line is a little tighter with a tilt. I think I'm gonna kind of go with the spike grenade here, the non-grenade grenade, just because I want to mix it up a little bit and throw a little bit different shot angles. I don't know if I have enough height for it, but I think if I get it on this steep hyzer, it'll stay put. Oh my God. It's probably way long, but that came down on a spike like this to the basket right next to it. That's funny. Let's go see. Well, I ended up back here. It bounced and just went straight up. So see if I can put one in. That's so funny. There's a lot of cool utility stuff you can do with these, and that's like one of the things I bought it for specifically is I can't throw thumbers worth a damn, but with this tilt you can throw a regular backhand like spike hyzer and it just goes straight up and down because it wants to get so vertical. 14 is definitely a tougher one, got these tight tree gaps here. I'm thinking I'm gonna try what I watched my buddy Kyle do once with, I think he threw a drone or something really overstable. I'm gonna go kind of choppy forehand angle and try and get it to pan through the chains. I'm really scared about where this one's gonna go if it doesn't hit exactly right because these tilts just take off so far. Not that much angle, there we go. Go in. Oh, I gave it a scare. I think I'm quite a bit long, but I buzzed the basket. Well, that was fun. Like I said, I gave the basket a pretty good scare there. That's a fun little line. I'm gonna lay up with one of these putters like I would normally, and then I'll take a run at it with the other. It's a really wimpy layup, but there's a steep drop off behind it, so. Should have just ran it. Ooh, 15's a scary one. Basket's perched on the edge of the cliff with a drop off behind it. It's only like 130 feet, so distance control is everything. I'm not really sure what's best here. I think I'm just gonna throw it over towards 5, 6, whatever pole that is T-pad, and hopefully skip up and leave me a layup. It's kind of a wimp play, but I don't really wanna be putting from 150 feet either. So let's see, I know I'm gonna get a flare skip anyway. Uh-oh. Stop! I'm not sure if that curled up or if that rolled down the hill. I didn't get it anywhere near where I was aiming for, and so it skipped up by the basket and then was up on edge rolling around like a tilt usually does, so let's find out. Well, luckily I didn't roll too far, so now I'm only left with a 20-foot death putt. Let's see if I can keep this one on line and not too high. Good. Like it. I like it. Well, apologize for the redneck truck noise over here. Hornings Hideout's hosting a bunch of weddings, campers, etc., so it's pretty crowded right now. Other thing I wanted to say is I'm releasing this video on World Disc Golf Day, so it's kind of a cool day. I know Innova's been doing some promo videos leading up to it and all. Disc golf's brought a lot to me, a lot to my life, a lot of new folks, new friends, and it's where I spend most of my time, so happy to celebrate it. Thanks for everyone who's watched my channel, watched all my videos, supported me along the way. I appreciate everybody. All that said, basket's in the middle of this tree grove here. I am yet again gonna throw kind of a flexy forehand at it, see if I can't skip up to it. I've been going long on this hole quite a bit. I'm hoping with the tilt not going anywhere that I won't go too long, but we will see. Well, I think that branch saved me and knocked me right by the basket. That was going way long because I got it up way too high, but we'll see. Well, that branch did knock me down, but in typical tilt fashion, it had some ground play clearly and took off over here, so left myself 25 feet here, 20 feet. See if I can cash one more. Nope. Bummer. Gotta give that some love, give it. Gotta want it. I didn't want it enough. Look. Didn't want that one at all. Well, a bit of dilemma here on 17. I really kind of want to backhand this. I want to try and do something cool, like hit the hill and do a crazy flare skip ace. But if I miss that, or if I don't give it enough space to the right, it is going all the way down the hill there, and I do not want to deal with that. But I think Forehand gives me the same trouble where I could spike into the hill and just roll away. That's a really tough call. It's too low for a thumber. Let's try a really flexy backhand. Let's see if we can have some fun with it. No! And that is one of the trouble with the tilt. Seems like the harder you try and throw it, harder you try and force it over, the quicker it hooks up. If you just flutter it soft like an approach shot, it just handles itself like a really overstable disc. But if you try and like actually power it, it just bites so hard. So let's go scramble out of the bushes. Well, I'm so deep in here you can't even see me. I'm hoping you can hear me well. I'm gonna tilt my way out of here and hope I don't go down the hill. So here it comes. Oh, I almost dunked it. Yeah. Again, that's the danger with the tilt, man. If you try and overpower it, it just eats even harder. It bites so much harder. But another par, no harm, no foul. All right, 18, way downhill, one more final hole. Thanks for coming along, guys. Just met some folks out here who've seen my videos, so hopefully you guys see this. Let somebody else throw the tilt a little bit and laugh about it. So 18 straight down, it's on the side of the hill. Really scary to throw a forehand at it here because it's gonna go way, way, way down the hill when this thing skips, but I can't think of anything else to do with this other than a thumber or the grenade, but I don't think I can get the grenade down there. So I'm gonna throw a forehand way out to the left and hope for the best. No! That could be worse. Well, it actually spiked down pretty early and not too bad of a spot, so see if we can get one more uphill putt, finish the day out. Oh my gosh, can't get any footing. All right, here goes nothing. Do it. No! That's not too bad. Not bad, fun round. I think I'm clean, or maybe one bogey, I don't remember. I think I'm clean, so. Tilt, kind of a stupid disc, kind of a fun disc, one you can do a lot of stuff with. I figured out today it's a lot more workable than I thought it was, a lot more reasonable as long as you don't miss your lines. So still say grab one. Deuces.